Hello and good evening. Now I'm here to discuss the UPPSC GDC paper that was conducted today, right? 2026. Okay. We'll also be discussing the cutoff, right? So let's go and hit the questions first. Question number 1. In certain coded language, HIMACE is written as 21. How will SIPTAG be written in that coded language? It is 16. The first Indian woman to win Mrs. Universe crown, Shreyari Singh, who presented the nebular hypothesis regarding the origin of the earth, Laplace. In semi-arid region Rajasthan, what were the traditional underground tanks for storing drinking water called? Tankas. Which of the following Indian festival has been included recently in UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage List? Deepavali. When lead nitrate powder is heated in a boiling tube, brown fumes are evolved. These fumes are of NO2. The definition of health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease and infirmity, is given by WHO. Right. Question number 8. Under which title has Darashikoh translated 52 Upanishads into Persian language? Very good question. So answer will be Sir-i-Akbari. Sir-i-Akbar, right? Which one of the following is not properly matched? Obviously B, 74th, and it does not associated with sentence stipulation. So consider the following statement with the reference to present Chief Justice of India. Okay, so the present Chief Justice of India is Suryakant, Justice Suryakant. Okay, Suryakant is 52nd. No, Gavai was 52nd. Okay, so only one. So we have C. Which variety of coffee is initially brought from Yemen and is produced in India and in great demand worldwide? Arabica. Okay. And question number, we have 12. We need to arrange the Prime Ministers of Indian chronological order for their tenure. So Charan Singh first. Okay. VP Singh, PV Narasimha Rao, 1, 2, 4, 3. Right? A, isn't it? Okay. Number 13, fill in the blank. This is basically a reasoning question. Okay, so B, OA. Which of the following academy was founded by the 9th century Abbasid Caliph Al-Mamun, which undertook the ambitious project of translating Greek, Persian, Sanskrit text of philosophy and science into Arabic? Very tough. So as per Google, it is Bayt al-Hikmah, and Bayt al-Hikmah means the house of wisdom. Okay. Number 15. Given below are two statements. One is labeled as assertion and other is reason. Assertion: Khadar soil is more fertile than Bangar soil. Khadar is new alluvial soil which has high concentration of fine particles and conker modules. So both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. I'll go with C. So the following is not correctly matched. Question number 16. So for question number 16, which is not correctly matched, Indian University X, it was during the Curzon period of 1906. So this is not correctly matched. In which region of the world are the highest number of volcanoes found? So Circum-Pacific Belt. Okay. Ring of Fire. This is also called as Ring of Fire, Circum-Pacific Belt. Okay. Where was UN Climate Summit COP30 held? It was held in Brazil. How many members does the President of India nominate in Rajya Sabha? Easy question. 12. When and where did first session of the Indian National Congress take place and how many delegates participated in it? This is also a very easy question. Okay, 1885, Bombay, 72 delegates, isn't it? Bombay 72, yeah. Good. Next, recent terminology used for repayment of public debt that is preferred as return of public debt. Okay. Which gas is responsible for the greenhouse effect? Yeah, the carbon dioxide. विकसित भारत गारंटी फॉर रोजगार एंड आजीविका मिशन ग्रामीण एक्ट 2025 BVG Ramji Bill 2025 represent a significant upgrade over Manrega, because in Manrega, so we need to compare Manrega and BV Ramji, that is what it is trying to, isn't it? So yes, structural weakness, okay, not able to enhance rural employment, absence of transparency and planning, absence of accountability. Go with all the above. Okay. 24. Which constitutional authority determines the disqualification of MPs of Lok Sabha under the 10th schedule? Speaker, right? It should be the Speaker of Lok Sabha. Which of the following best explains the concept of sustainable development? So development that meets present needs without harming the future needs. Okay. Then term microeconomics and macroeconomics was first coined by, okay, this was Ragnar Fresh, okay, just learn it. Then 27, when and where was Guru Nanak Ji, the founder of Sikhism, born? So he was born in Talwandi, right? But when? So it is 1469 Talwandi. Bhagat Singh was the founding secretary of which of the following organization? So he was Punjab Naujawan Bharat Sabha. First Indian astronaut who visited International Space Station is very famous Shukla ji, Subhanshu Shukla. The cultural and educational rights in India, Indian Constitution is guaranteed by which of the following? Article 29 and 30. Okay. Now we have the political science section, right? So it is basically 30 plus 90. 30 is done, 90 we will go on. Okay. According to structural functional approach, which of the following is not an input function of the political system? Political development is not an input. Okay. Then consider the following statement with reference to Kautilya. Okay. Kautilya was supporter of a strong monarchy. Okay. His state was to be paternal in character and benevolent in spirit. Okay. Kautilya identified 5 purposes of Dandaniti. 5 purposes. Some no, not 5. So you can plug out the third option. So this is okay. Still, Arthashastra was the first manual or statecraft. Yeah, 1, 2, and 4. B. Okay. Oh, relatively easy. How many articles are in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights? So we have around 30 articles. Right. UDHR, right? Okay. Match list 1 with list 2. Marshall Plan, UN peacekeeping missions to Suez Canal, establishment of UNDP and establishment of UNEP. Okay. So it is going to be A, yeah. Then this was easy, 1956. So B4. A2. Yeah, we have this. Move on. But you need to match it and learn, okay? On the basis of which constitutional amendment was the National Commission for Scheduled Caste, Scheduled Tribe established in India? So it was on the basis of which constitutional amendment was National Commission for Scheduled Class and Scheduled Tribe? Okay. So it was based on the 65th, right? 65th constitutional amendment. This provided establishment of high-level multi-member National Commission for Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe, replacing the previous system of single special officer. Right? Okay. Who among the following denounced natural right as rhetorical nonsense upon seals? Very easy. Jeremy Bentham. Every state is known by the right that it maintains. Again, a very easy question. A Grammar of Politics by Harold G. Lasky. All Indian Trade Union Congress is held in 1920 under the presidency of Lala Lajpat Rai. What are the constituent elements in the formation of political culture? So, historical development, yeah, geographical condition, political instability, no belief in religion does not affect much, social and economic structure, yeah, very much. 1, 2 and 5. Okay. Then 40. Match list 1 with list 2 and choose the correct. So it is match Hobbes, Locke, Rousseau, J.S. Mill, proportional. Okay, it's again a easy question, isn't it? So how can you match it? Hobbes will go with absolutism, and we have only one match. See, so it's very easy. But match and learn. Okay. Number 41. Consider the following statement. So Professor Harendra Kumar Mukherjee was H.C. Mukherjee. Okay. Was elected Vice President of the Constitutional Assembly 11 December 1946. B.N. Rao was, okay, date here, no? Okay, we'll have to confirm. Okay, wait. B.N. Rao was appointed as Constitutional Advisor. He was member of Constituent Assembly. No, he was not a member. Jawaharlal Nehru moved the objective resolution 13. No, this is correct. The objective resolution provided terms of reference to Constituent Assembly. Yeah. 3 and 4 are correct. 1 is also correct. So 1, 3, 4. 42. When A.D. Gorewal committee submitted its report regarding public service to government, yeah, tough question, yeah. You need to learn the. So basically, it is 1951. So he was appointed by Planning Commission. Okay. The example of new social movement is, okay, women versus men, black versus white, peasant versus landlord. This is the traditional. Worker versus capitalist. This is also traditional. So new social movement. So A and B. A. Among the following ideologies proposed the institution of private property by abolished and replaced the common ownership of productive wealth. Okay, so socialism, isn't it? Proposed that the institutions of private property be abolished. Okay. So 45. Given below are two statements. One is labeled assertion, other is reason. Luther Gulick and Lendal Urwick defined the managerial technique by word Pol.Sci. Mary Parker Follett defined organization as a social system management of social purpose. Okay, so both N are true and R is not the correct explanation. But they are talking of two different things, isn't it? Okay. Then we have question number 46. Democracy means tolerance. Tolerance not merely of those who agree with us, but of those also who do not agree with us. Okay, yeah. So it will be Nehru. This is a statement, right? So it is J.L. Nehru. Then again, consider the following statement regarding representative democracy and select the correct option. So it offers a practicable form of democracy for large countries. It establishes a link between the government and the governed. Oh, yeah. It obliterates the distinction between the government and the people. It advocates a class. No. A and B. So option C is correct. Consider the following state essential functions of General Assembly and the principle of organ of United Nations. Okay. So to pass United Nations budget, okay. To consider report from the Security Council and okay. To grant human rights and fundamental freedom to every person. No. To keep watch on the trust. Yeah. No, trustee council it is all, but okay. 1, 2, and 4. Book Power and International Relation is written by Claude. Okay. Match list 1 with list 2. Vilpardo Pareto, Michael Oxford, Rodhan, Robert Nozick. Okay. So again Italian. Michael Oxford. So see. Can you miss? Oh my god, this is so easy, isn't it? Just by Pareto you are able to match it. Only A has 2. So easy. Consider the following Vice President of India and arrange in a correct chronological order starting from the earliest to the last. Okay. So if you want to arrange them chronologically, it is good question. Not good question, but a tough question. So Zakir Hussain was among them, was the first. Then Carter. Okay. So we'll go with this because 2 and 1. When the President of India resigned, he addresses resignation letter to Chief Justice of India, isn't it? Or the Vice President of India. Vice President of India, no doubt. Okay, give below 2 statements, one's labeled as assertion, other as reason. India's tendency in the international order is to seek desirable recognition and legitimate representation in international organizations. India can offer 4 possible competing vision roles and other present international. Select the correct answer from the code given below. So we can see India's tendency in the international order is to seek desirable recognition and legitimate representation in international organizations. Yeah, quite obvious. India can offer 4 possible competitive vision and roles towards the present international. Yeah, both, but it will not explain, no? Yeah, it won't explain. So see. So next is 54. Which one of the following pairs approaches of internationalism and its proponents? Critical approach, feminist approach, postmodernist approach, historical sociological. J and Tigner cannot be associated with historical. All are a correct match. This is not. Behavioral revolution in comparative political emphasizes. Okay. Study of observable political behavior and empirical data. Easy. 2-round system election are mostly used in. They are mostly used in France, isn't it? France. 2-round system. The concept of nationality is linked to the fundamental value of society. Who said? Okay. Statement based question. This is Lincoln, right? Lincoln. Ford and Lincoln. 58. Human rights got philosophical treatment in various philosopher work. Which one among the following philosopher and his work is not in sync with the so we have to match it. J. Mill, Liberty. On Liberty, Thoreau, Civil Disobedience, Thomas Paine, Rights of Man. Machiavelli, The Prince. Machiavelli, The Prince was written by Grams. Okay. Machiavelli didn't write the book Prince. Machiavelli wrote Machiavelli, The Prince, right? So we have to once again read the question, right? Good question, by the way. Human rights got philosophical treatment in various philosopher work. Which one among the following philosopher and his work is not associated with human rights? So question here is trying to understand that whose books are not, which thinker and their books are not related with human rights. And very correctly, Machiavelli's prince will never be related with human rights. So this is the correct, the correct answer will be Machiavelli's prince, right? It will not be associated with human rights at all. All these J. Mill, Thoreau and Thomas Paine can be associated with human rights, but not Machiavelli. Okay, pardon and sorry for my mistake, right? Next, 59. Regarding Jay Prakash Narayan, consider the following statement. Okay, so he was initially influenced by Marxist, very good. Later he moved closer to Gandhian, yeah. He rejected democracy as he supported decentralized parties. So any word rejected, these are passing judgment. So you need to learn to omit all these words. So you can move 1, 2 and 4. Okay, on the recommendation of which plan the Indian Constitution Assembly was established? Another easy question. Cabinet Mission Plan. The next book, list 1 with handbook and their author. Handbook of Human Resource Management in Government and Administration. No, it's tough, by the way. So if you look into it, we can happily say it is answer is C. We will be discussing in detail in next video. We are running fast in order to come to conclusion and match your score so that we can discuss about the cutoff. So today's idea is basically to discuss about cutoff. We will discuss this paper in detail in a separate video for all those students who are practicing MCQs and for different exams, right? Okay, so next one is which of the following are correctly matched? So here, International Court of Justice, very good. Hague. World Health Organization, no, not London. International Criminal Court, no. Human Rights Council, Geneva. So A and D are correctly matched. So in option B, A and D. Okay. So आज का हमारा उद्देश्य ही है कि आप जल्दी से आंसर्स को, सही आंसर्स को पहचान लें और मैच कर लें, और फिर हम लोग कट ऑफ के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे. और फिर चूँकि हमारे पास ज़्यादा वक्त नहीं है, मात्र 100 डेज बचेंगे हमारे पास, है ना. वी हैव जस्ट 100 डेज लेफ्ट फॉर आवर मेंस एग्ज़ाम. सो वी नीड टू प्लान सम स्ट्रैटेजी to tackle the mains, to score maximum marks in mains so that we need not fear the interview. ठीक है, हमें इतना स्कोर कर लेना है मेंस में, इतना ज़्यादा स्कोर करना है कि इंटरव्यू हमारे लिए बस एक फॉर्मेलिटी बच जाए, उसके मार्क्स के लिए हमें इंतज़ार ना करना पड़े. सो इसके लिए हमें एक स्ट्रैटेजी बनाना पड़ेगा. तो फिलहाल अभी हम इसको जल्दी से कंप्लीट करते हैं क्वेश्चन को. ओके. 63. Civil liberty according to Barker does not include. What does not it include? It doesn't include freedom to pursue happiness. Okay. Which of the following pairs are not correctly matched? So again a easy question. Freedom of religion, okay. Right against self-incrimination, yeah. Equality before law, yeah. Outlawing of no. Untouchability is associated with 17, right? Article 17. Rights are creation of the state. This comment under which theory of rights? Very good. This is a very concept-based question. Yeah. So this is basically legal theory of rights. For how long can the terms of Lok Sabha be extended during the emergency. Yeah, factful. So 1 year at a time, no? Next, 67. Which one of the following pairs statement and other is author is not correctly matched? So the highest right over the individual whose highest duty in turn is to be a member of the state. Eagle, correct. This is correct. And considered justice as the first virtue of social institution and truth is of system of no, not Wilkim Lika. Virtue, justice as the first virtue is not associated with Wilkim Lika, never. It is associated with the idea of John Rawls, right? This is Rawls. Okay, then this is our answer. We'll move forward. Who has given Pol.Sci principle of administration? So Luther Gulick and Urwick. By 69, by which amendment was education made a fundamental right? So it was via 86th amendment. 70th question. Which of the following functions are not related to World Trade Organization? Okay. Operation of trade and agreement, yeah, very much. To supervise national trade, yeah. To provide maximum opportunities of income to male, no. Male, female, and this, no. Increase effectiveness of social security, no. So C and D is the correct answer. C and D. Okay. D is the correct. Who has given the concept of children of light and children of darkness? Neighbor. Reinhold Neighbor. Christian realism. He is famous for Christian realism. Okay, next, 72. Which of the following statement is correct in context of right against exploitation, isn't it? So, the prohibition of human traffic and forced labor, yeah. No. Protection of interest, no. Employment of children, yeah. So 1 and 4. 1 and 4. Consider following statement regarding political rights. Right to vote, is it a political right? Yeah, it's a political right. 1. Right to contest election, yeah. Right to no. Right to support and oppose, yeah. 1, 2 and 4. Okay, 1, 2 and 4. 74. Consider the following statement regarding powers of Rajya Sabha. Okay, good question. Elected members of Rajya Sabha participate in election of president. Fine. Members of Rajya Sabha along with the member of Lok Sabha elect the vice president. Yeah. Nominated members of Rajya Sabha participate in presidency. No. So the Rajya Sabha along with Lok Sabha can impeach the president. Yes. 1, 2 and 4. When was the Hegel's book, The Philosophy of Right, published? So yeah, again a tough question. 1821, by the way. Which finance commission firstly recommended grants to local bodies? Yeah, good question. It was basically, I remember, the 10th Finance Commission under the chairmanship of K.C. Pant. Okay, very good. K.C. Pant was the chairman of 10th Finance Commission, which recommended for grants to local bodies. Okay, 10th Finance Commission. Good question. Consider the following. Consider this in the context of political equality. Okay. Universal adult suffrage for all. Public positions should be open to all for recruitment. A section of society having special privilege. Okay. Only 3. Context of political. So we need to draw wrong statement. So this is not correct. Okay. Only 3. Who decided to share Who decides the share of center and state in the net proceeds of central taxes? Okay, so this is done by Finance Commission. 79. Match the list 1 with list 2. Thinkers and their book, isn't it? Mitchell's, Mosca, Robert Nozick, Robert Owen, Robert Nozick, Anarchy, State and Utopia. The ruling class, Robert Mitchell's political party, Mosca ruling class, Robert Owen, a new view of society. So D1 and C2. You are done. A 79A. Okay. 80. What are the characteristics of dictatorship? Totalitarianism, opposition of democracy, support for individual freedom, belief in terroristic nationalism. So 1, 2 and 4. C. 81. Consider the following statement with reference to globalization. Globalization has led to rebalancing of relative might and players in the world order. Yeah, as it proceeds, rebalancing in turn will create multipolarity. Yeah, both are correct. Chairman and member of Lokpal are appointed by the president on the recommendation of committee consisting of Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition and Chief Justice or Judge nominated by him. 1, 3 and 4. C. Which of the following does not include Weber's analysis of traditional legal cosmetic? Individual does not include, isn't it? Which of the following pairs Act, Governor General, Viceroy is not correctly matched? Okay. Indian Council Act of 1892. Not. Oh, Lord Dufferin. Yeah, this is your answer. Not correctly matched. Okay. 85. When was the term ideology for first time used? Ideology. 1799. Okay. On Augustine. Because society is federal, authority must be federal. This statement can be associated with Lasky. Good question. Match list 1 with list 2. IS Training School, IS Staff College, National Academy, National Police. Okay, this. You can match it. Training School in Delhi, Staff College in Simla, National Academy of Administration in Mussoorie, National Police Academy, Hyderabad. Who rules East Europe, commands Heartland? Very much famous Mackinder, Alfred Mackinder, Heartland theory of. This is the Heartland theory given by Alfred Mackinder. Okay. Next is, what is the primary purpose of Citizen Charter? So primary purpose of Citizen Charter is to guarantee citizen right and entitlement to public service. Okay. Which one of the following book represents Karl Marx thinking as young Marx? Okay. Economic and Philosophical Manuscript. Which of the following is the tough part of Electoral College for the election of President of India but not the part of his impeachment tribunal? Which of the following is the part is the okay. Question number 91. Good question. So, Legislative Assembly of State, Electoral College but not impeachment. Okay, fine. 92 Minurg Conference. Okay, so it was held in 2008. Third, no, yeah. 93. A judge of High Court in India is appointed by the President of India in concern Chief Justice of India. Let's see. 94. Match list 1 with 2. Marx, J.S. Mill, Virginia Woolf, Plato. Liberal feminism, J.S. Mill, surplus value, Marx, theory of justice, Plato, radical feminism, Woolf. Okay, B1, B1C, isn't it? Yeah, hope so. Sikka 4, Pika. Hmm. 2, 1, 4, 3. Okay. Who was the chairman of ad hoc committee on the national flag in the Indian Constituent Assembly? Once again, a easy question. It was Dr. Rajendra Prasad, isn't it? Then US Supreme Court was not given constitutional review power in 1787, but it claimed it in which year? It was through a series of judgment, of which Marbury versus Madison is the most famous judicial review, 1803. Okay. When did India get membership in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization? Good question. So it was basically in 2017. 98. Dharmashastra, Arthashastra, Rajdharma and Apda Dharma. Okay. IPT, Indian Political Thought. So we can match this. Dharmashastra is associated with Manu, Arthashastra with Kautilya. Okay. Samti Parva, Rajdharma, C1, Mahabharat. Okay. When did Dinesh Goswami committee submit its report on the electoral reform to the government? Tough, but you should know. May 990. Which of the following is not a variable of input-output analysis by David Stern? The 100th question. Both development and growth. Okay, A and B. C. Not a variable. Okay. On February 20th, 1947, the British Prime Minister announced that British rule in India would end in any case before June 1948 and power would be transferred into responsible Indian hand. The Prime Minister who made this announcement was Clement Attlee, isn't it? Yeah. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Is not associated with which of the following? Bande Mataram he is not associated with. Only 4. Which tenure of India's first election commissioner? Okay, so nowadays because election commissioner was in news, so this is the question, isn't it? 50-58. Oh, by the way, if one goes through the option, it would be a very easy question, because if it is first, logically वो 1950 से ही होना चाहिए या 1951 से हो जाए, तो ऐसा ऑप्शन ही नहीं है. 1950 वाला एक ही ऑप्शन है. तो वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन दैट. 104. Arrange the following events incident related to Sino-India relation chronologically. Very nice. Chinese invasion of India, Doklam dispute, Galwan Valley incident, Nathula skirmish. So Chinese invasion of India, that is Sino-Indo War, that was in 1962. Okay, so this was in 1962. Then Nathula skirmishes occurred in 1967. And Doklam in 2017. And this Galwan Valley is more recent, 2020. So you can arrange it, isn't it? We'll go with ADBC. In India, under which act was the provision of establishment of Public Service Commission made? Good question. So this was made through Government of India Act 1919. Fine. Who among the following has coined the term balance of power? Otto von Bismarck. Very easy and very important. Otto von Bismarck. Though it was 19th century concept, but similar, because he was involved in the process of unification of this Germany. So yeah. Then Hermann Feiner defines civil servants as professional body of official, permanent, paid and skilled. Right. This is what Hermann Feiner defines. 108. With reference to United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, UNCED, which one among the following statement is not correct? It was held in June 1994 is not correct. Okay, when was it held? It was held in 1992. Multiculturalism primarily emphasizes on. So it primarily emphasizes on recognition and accommodation of cultural diversity within the political framework. Given below are two statements. One is labeled assertion. Jyotiba Phule was a social reformer, undoubtedly. In 1848, Phule started the school for girls, children and untouchable caste. Okay, yes. Because Jyotiba Phule was a social reformer, so yeah, so it is going to be correct explanation. Yeah. BIMSTEC is considered as a link between which two regional grouping? It is between SAARC and ASEAN. Okay. Who is known by nickname Florentine? Machiavelli is known by the nickname Florentine. When was the first Quad Summit held? So it was held in September 2024. September 24 to 2021. Okay. Given below are two statements. One is labeled as assertion and other is reason. So we need to analyze it, isn't it? Okay. Procedural justice demands that the process of justice should be reasonable, whereas demand of substantive justice is that there should be fulfillment of proper purpose of it is ulta. It is ulta. It is not correct. Rawls' concept of justice is known as pure procedural justice, not just procedural. But let me check what is the correct answer. Procedural justice demands that process of justice should be reasonable, whereas demands justice that there should be fulfillment of proper process of justice. No, not correct explanation. Procedural justice demands that the process of justice should be reasonable, whereas demand of substantive justice is that there should be fulfillment of the proper purpose of justice. Reason. Rawls' concept of justice. Okay. Assertion accurately defines difference between procedural justice, fairness, process and fairness of actual outcome. Reason R is pure procedural justice. Behind the veil of it deeply actual. So see, it is pure procedural, but this question कहने का मतलब है कि रॉल्स का जो जस्टिस का कॉन्सेप्ट है वो प्योर प्रोसीजरल जस्टिस है. यहाँ पे सिर्फ प्रोसीजरल जस्टिस लिखा है, प्योर वर्ड इज मिसिंग. ओके, And here procedural justice demand that the process of justice should be reasonable. Yeah, this is correct. Sorry. Whereas demand of social justice that there should be fulfillment of proper purpose of justice. Yes, both A and R are correct, but they do not explain. Sorry. Yeah, this is correct. So this is correct, this is also correct, but they do not explain each other. So answer C is correct. Fine. Which one of the following pair is concept author is not correctly matched? So when you match this, behavioral approaches never with Chester Burma, so this is not matched. It is associated with David Easton. Situational theory marker for MP Follett, scientific management, F.W. Taylor, system living. Okay. Which constitutional amendment reduced the voting age 21 to 18? Oh my god, what easy than this can you expect in the paper? 61st Constitutional Amendment Act 1988. Learn it. Okay. Then the 117 match. Mao Zedong, Karl Marx, Lenin, Stalin. Okay. Dictatorship of proletariat, Karl Marx. Cultural revolution, Mao Zedong. Socialism in one country. Okay. Communist Party as vanguard, Lenin, Stalin. Fine. So we can match C4, D3. Isn't it? A2, B1, A2, B1, C4, D3, C. Okay. Delimitation of parliamentary constituency is done by. It is done by a delimitation commission under Article 82 of Indian Constitution. Okay. Article 82. It was in news. Okay. When the functionary named कोतवाल ceased to exist? ऐसा कोतवाल कब खत्म हो गया? 1861 में. Which of the following were written by Swami Vivekananda? Were written by Swami Vivekananda. India and her problem, modern India, problem of freedom. India in transition तो बिल्कुल नहीं लिखा गया था. So India and her problem and modern 1 and 2 D. So we are done with 120 questions. Please do match and listen to my small announcement of regarding cutoff. Okay. So out of 120 questions, anyone, mind you, this is a negative marking. अब ये नेगेटिव मार्किंग के साथ जुड़ा हुआ आपका पेपर है, तो नेगेटिव मार्किंग के बाद एडजस्ट करने के बाद अगर किसी का है ना समथिंग व्हाट टू से 85 to 90 क्वेश्चन सही हो रहे हैं. नो सॉरी एक्चुअली जब ये नेगेटिव मार्किंग होता है और जब 15 टाइम्स एक्चुअली आपका जो एग्ज़ाम होने वाला है मेंस एग्ज़ाम वो 15 टाइम्स लिया जाएगा ना. यू विल हैव टू एडजस्ट दिस एज वेल. टोटल सीट्स आर 57 into 15 will be selected from this screening exam. As a result, around 900 candidates will appear for the mains exam. All right. So this is a good number after all. So anyone who is scoring 75 to 80 correct questions, okay, minding you 75 से 80 क्वेश्चंस जो करेक्ट हो रहे हैं आफ्टर एडजस्टिंग विथ द नेगेटिव क्वेश्चंस, पूरे काट पीट के, जिसको हम अगर हिंदी में बोलेंगे तो काट पीट के, जिसका 75 से 80 आ रहा है उनका एक फेयर चांस बनता है मेंस एग्ज़ाम देने का। और ये आपको ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि चूँकि ये स्क्रीनिंग एग्ज़ाम है, इसके मार्क्स मेंस में नहीं जुटेंगे, आपके फाइनल रिज़ल्ट में नहीं जुटेंगे, तो इनको बस क्वालिफ़ाई करना होता है। तो हमें लगता है जो भी 75 से 80 क्वेश्चन सही कर लेते हैं, है ना, 75 से 80 क्वेश्चंस में मार्क्स का बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, 75 से 80 क्वेश्चंस अगर आप सही कर लेते हो तो ये बहुत हद तक चांस है, बहुत ज़्यादा चांस है कि आपको मेंस लिखने का मौका मिले। और जब आप मेंस में बैठो तो आपको मैक्सिमम स्कोर करना है, सो दैट कि आप इंटरव्यू में जाके बस चेहरा दिखा के फॉर्मेलिटी पूरा करके जॉब पाओ। ठीक है, तो उसके लिए मेरा आप लोगों से ये अनुरोध है कि मैं और हमारी टीम, हम लोग असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर्स हैं, ठीक है। उसको मैं एक डिटेल ब्रोशर के साथ आऊँगा एक नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, लेकिन मैं फ़िलहाल आपको एक छोटा सा अनाउंसमेंट कर देता हूँ कि हम लोग असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर हैं राजस्थान में। अभी 2023 में ज्वाइनिंग हुई है हम लोगों की, 2-3 लोग हैं उस बैच में एक साथ। हम लोगों ने मिलके एक कोर्स डिज़ाइन किया है जो प्योरली UPPSC GDC मेंस के लिए होगा, ठीक है। और इस कोर्स में आपको मैक्सिमम स्कोर करने की सारी रणनीति, सारा कॉन्सेप्ट, सारा मॉडल आंसर्स, है ना, फिर आंसर राइटिंग स्किल्स, सारे चीज़ सिखाए जाएंगे, सो दैट कि आप एग्ज़ाम में, मेंस एग्ज़ाम में मैक्सिमम नंबर लेके आओ और इंटरव्यू में अपीयर हो और आप फाइनल सिलेक्शन पाओ। और हम इंश्योर करेंगे कि आप लोग अगर इस कोर्स को प्राप्त करते हो तो आपके लिए बहुत बेनिफिशियल होगा, जिसे हम जल्द ही नेक्स्ट वीडियो में कोर्स के बारे में सारा डिटेल्स लेके आएंगे आपके पास। इसे समझ बूझ के जल्दी से अगर ज्वाइन करते हैं तो हमारे पास लगभग 100 डेज़ है इस कोर्स को स्टार्ट करने के लिए, मतलब कोर्स को कंप्लीट करने के लिए, सो दैट कि हम इसे आराम से कंप्लीट कर सकें, मल्टीपल रिवीजन कर सकें, मल्टीपल आंसर राइटिंग कर सकें। सो प्लीज़ स्टे ट्यून्ड। जो भी 75 से 80 क्वेश्चन सही कर रहे हैं उन लोग का बहुत अच्छा मौका है, और उस मौके को अगर कैपिटलाइज करना है तो मैं एक कोर्स लेके आ रहा हूँ जिसका नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मैं अनाउंस करने वाला हूँ, तो उस वीडियो में जाके आप देखिएगा। फ़िलहाल मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा और आप लोग समर्थन कीजिए। हम लोग बहुत अच्छा कंटेंट पॉलिटिकल साइंस के लिए देंगे। फ़िलहाल के लिए गुड नाइट, थैंक यू।